about doing a cover of this, so I figure I should get it a little bit better. So why not? Let's see. So it's. Pretty well. Yeah, sure, Jasmine. I'm just practicing a little bit of this because I'm thinking about doing a cover. Sure, we can do it ourselves. Hey, John. Keep on piling in. We're gonna have some fun today. Sure. Yeah, so I just did a cover of Interstellar on my channel. So if you're on a place where you can pull up a second tab and grab that cover and just have it rating for you after the end of the stream, please do so. Hang out because we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to do all sorts of things. We can do Beethoven Virus. We can do third movement. We'll do a little bit of third movement. At some point I'll probably learn more of it, but I've never actually practiced it, so I just kind of grab the beginning of it and just mess with that. Yeah, we can do a little Oh Holy Night. I'm beginning. Any tip how much I should practice? If you're truly beginning, it's really pretty straightforward. You should just start playing until you get a win. And so, like just beginning, like that could literally be just 5 minutes. Play for 5 minutes, get a win, and then do it again. I would say if you're really beginning, it's more about the repetition of things that you're just learning. So like letters, scales, beginning songs. It's a lot of just playing over and over and over and over and over again. Turkish March, sure. I'm guessing you mean Beethoven. Blah, 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 blah. That whole thing, sure. Subbed, thank you, by the way. How many hours should an average pianist practice? Now, this is a confusing one because average is a big range. I will say if you consider piano a large part of your life, it should be no less than an hour. That would be what I would say. Because so if you had to do all 12 scales and you wanted to do them justice, that's going to be about 20 to 30 minutes of just scales. So how are you going to make progress if you're not doing at least an hour? Big range there, but that's what I would say. No, I'm not self-taught. Music is so good. This guy's a goat. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, like, subscribe, hang out. We're having fun here. We want to grow this audience. We're up to 40 right now. I do plan to make a tutorial playlist. I do. It's going to be a lot of work because I want to do it right and I want it comprehensive. So I want you to be able to start at the beginning and literally go to a decision point, and then I'm going to make 3 different tutorials from there. The decision point is get to the point where you know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, you know your basic scale, you know your basic chords from that scale, you can make up your own songs or play pop songs from it. And then at that point, probably 1 month to 3 months for most people, you're in a good position to decide, do I want to read music? Do I want to play by ear? Or do I just want to keep doing YouTube tutorials? I feel like that's a really good way. Okay, I want to talk about this from Wild Blossoms. I get a lot of hand pain when I play big chords and a lot of octaves. I have small hands. Is this normal? Without speaking out of line, because I am not a doctor, just a pianist, the first thing I would say is hand pain from piano is unfortunately very normal. I grabbed Waltz de Emilia Kartik, so I'll play that when I get around to it. Hand pain for everybody is very common. here's what you need to be paying attention to. And you mentioned small hands, so I think I kind of know what you're thinking about. But there's really, I don't know, you could argue there's like 3 or 4 different types of pain, but let's just put them in 2 big buckets. On the one hand, there is muscle pain and that. The muscle pain is going to be mostly from tensing up the muscles and holding them in place or pushing down. That pain is going to be mostly in your forearm and a little bit in these tiny little things all around here. That is going to be like sore. And you know what that feels like if you go running, if you do weights, it's that type of pain. The other type of pain is going to be tendon, ligament, nerve pain. It's sharp and it's not where there's muscles, right? It's going to be more where there's joints. So right here, maybe in your knuckles, maybe in your elbow. That is a problem. Now, it's not immediately like, wow, that's really bad, because let's imagine you have small hands. Okay, here's the thing. Even if you have big hands, my guess is you can't immediately stretch like that. I didn't either. But over time, as you play piano, every time you ask your hand to stretch, the ligaments start to stretch out and the joints start to change the way they're set up. So my body has basically borderline permanently adapted to this point where my range is like this. Yours will too. So Wild Blossoms, what I would say is, it is normal, but be wary. Do not just play through the pain. What you want to do is play to the point where it starts to hurt, take a break. Play to the point where it starts to hurt, take a break. Oh, crown hip with mini crowns, I do owe you that. I'll throw that on there. I'm making a list. It may take a little while, but I'm making a list. All right, here we go. I promise this. What are we doing here? Here we go. Something like that. Watch it a million times a day. I'll take you up on that. You watch it a million times a day, I'll do it. Hey, Chirag, good to see ya. For he's a jolly good fellow. Let's see if we can do it by ear. There you go. That worked. All right, we're getting through some requests here. This is way too zoomed in. It's nice on the eyes, but I can't read it actually at all. This is always good to be here. Hope everyone's having a good day. Awesome. What I'm back. Sweet. Welcome back. This is La Voz de Amélie. So from the Amélie soundtrack, Jans Tiersen did all this. It's good stuff. Hey Shasti, enthusiast. Do I like Metallica? Yeah. Yeah, I'm more of an old school Metallica guy, but you know. When I was a child. Don't quite know what you're saying there, but piano's awesome. All right, here we go. There we go. Who's your favorite member? I'm not that deep. Walking Together in grade 1? I don't know. I mean, I can look for it. Walking Together may be too generic of a title. Some people was asking, I feel like there was another song. Oh, nope. I think I found it. Daniel Gottlieb Turk. Final countdown? Yeah, we can do that. Ooh, yeah, Romance in E minor. I'm guessing you're talking about Liszt. Hey, Manas. We're getting there. I'd love to get over 100 today, so stick around if you can. Do What I Was Made For. All right, hang on. We're getting this. What I Was Made For. Do boo doo doo. Isn't that what that is? Boo boo doo doo doo. Do 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 do. Yes, I think that's what that song is. Yo, Undefeated. No, it's from Barbie. Oh, okay. Maybe I did the wrong one. Or did Billie Eilish write it? Okay. I don't know. Unless there's multiple songs called... Okay, Billie Eilish. Perfect. La Campanella, maybe at some point. Romance in E minor. I'm going to pull that up from Liszt. people. Bossa Nova? All right, we'll get to Desafinado. I'd like to play Desafinado. Desafinado is awesome. Yeah, I know. I was kind of BSing a little bit. I was doing a little different genres because Rushy doesn't really work as a bossa, really. Really doesn't actually work that well as a bossa. All right, here's Walking Together. This is a grade 1 piece, apparently. Can I play Experience? I can play Experience. For Elise, we can do it for Elise. Someone was asking about my grade. So first of all, we don't really do grades in the United States. Second of all, I got my undergrad in piano performance, in classical piano performance. So I graded out of the grade system a long time ago. So 100 Digits of Pi song? Is that a song, actually? Mozart Turkish March? You want Rondalla Turca. We'll see. 100 Digits of... Grades are not a thing in the United States. Not for music. There's a Canadian version of the Royal Academy that is trying to put grades in, and I mean, it's not. It's sort of kind of working, but it's not. I wouldn't say there's massive adoption to it for sure. ragtime at some point. We're catching up. Everybody's got requests. It up. This is a weird chart. I don't know why that's happening either. Gotta change pianos because apparently that was freaking out on me. This is like a really, that's not the chart that I typically read off of. Let me get a different chart. Okay, there we go. Oh. Thank you, Edward. RHIK, Rick, you don't need to spam. I see what you're saying. I cannot give you a timeline. I'm not gonna lie. I really can't promise any timeline. I have 5 kids. I've got my regular work. I know everybody's busy, but I'm truly busy. And so also I'm pretty committed to doing it right, which is going to require thinking through it. Because I could start throwing out random tutorials, but what I really want is a place that people can go and they know that they're getting information that is going to stay the same. And I have a pretty good idea of what that's gonna look like, but I don't really want to fully commit to that. Chopin enthusiasts, yes, technically they should be edited well. That is a true statement. Most likely, I'm gonna set it up where there's a camera watching my hands, and then I'm talking to the camera, and it's probably going to be well scripted. I'm not sure I'm actually going to go with well edited, because A, that's not my vibe until I get more things. Dude, Lucas, chill about the Pi song. I have the Pi song pulled up. I'm gonna play some other stuff first, okay? It's all good. We're all friends here. No worries. So yeah, I'll have a face and hand cam, but I'm gonna script it well, and then I'm just gonna talk. I don't, again, speaking of time, like, here's the deal. To edit the way that people edit either requires a part to full-time video editor or hours and hours and hours of things. So really it's a matter of setting it up in a way that you can just talk. And again, anybody who's watched my talking videos knows I can just sit in front of a camera and talk. I'm not gonna have big ums. I'm not gonna repeat stuff. When I play piano, I'm doing this live for you. I will definitely make some videos. I am gonna make some, don't worry, Rick. Radio Karma Karma Police. We'll see. We have a lot of requests right now, so I'm gonna get through what I can right now. I want to try that measure again. That's right. It's Romance in E minor. Don't worry, I won't forget it. Romance in E minor. Something very calming. I don't know. Is the Pie song very common? I have no idea. Oh, it's just a poorly written version of In the Hall of the Mountain King. Let me pull up In the Hall of the Mountain King. This is probably not what you wanted, but too bad. This is not calming at all, I'm sorry. Wait, oh, there we go. What am I doing here? There we go. It's like Pie. Taxi Driver theme. Who's the artist for Taxi Driver? I can't remember. All right. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, Bernard Herrmann. This music cracks me up, to be honest. Okay. I'm going to do Beethoven Sonata 20, second movement, because that is on the Discord. Which means it's got a little more prioritization. So if you want to have some priority, go check out Mr. Discord. Okay, so we got a minuetto. Tempo di minuet. So probably not too fast, not too slow. How often do I live stream? I live stream preferably once a day. And then sometimes, oh, okay, sorry. Hold on, I can fix that. I'm gonna make it permanent. I think I never did a permanent invite. That's why. Okay. Yum bum bum. I was worried about something. I probably should still be worried, but I'm gonna just do it anyway. And then we'll put it in the. I'm just putting this invite into my thing here. Okay, Discord. Discord is now live there. I'll put it in the chat too because I'm a good guy. It's almost loading. Okay. Fly me to the moon. We can do that. Fly me to the moon. It sounds like you're having a chill day or something. Yeah, we got a Discord. It's good for if you like to talk music. It's a great place to be, and then it's good for getting some advice. It's also good for requesting stuff. Cars Outside by James Arthur. I'm sure I said a lot of stuff. I'm sure I have said a lot of things in my life. Not gonna lie. But we can pull that up. Night in here, that's why you're so chill? Okay. I play the piano really well, thank you. Let's see, Midnight Express theme, we can see. Do your hands never hurt playing so well without any much break? Here's the deal. My hands would hurt when I would play for 10 to 12 hours at least during college. I was averaging around 10 to 12 hours a day. Then my hands would hurt. It's been a while since my hands will hurt for anything, for any reason. I'm a struggle towards the end, especially with the phrasing in the C section. Hold on. I want to help out my buddy Chopin enthusiast here. So we're going to go to, let's make sure I know what he's talking about. So we start out with this melody, then probably this is the B, right? So not that part. Are you talking about this part down here? Because then it repeats back to the A. Or is it this part where it goes to C? Oh, C octaves in the bass. Okay, all right, let's do this. Da, 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 da. Okay, so a couple things about this. You gotta understand what your phrase length is. Ya da 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 dee da da ya ba dee dee ba da da da. So that's our phrase. Our left hand is meaningless. It's just a C over and over again. Thank you for anyone who's joined the Discord. It's just a C over and over again. Yeah, you shouldn't use the pedal. Absolutely, it's just a crutch while I'm doing this. How long have I been playing piano? For a really long time, over 25 years. Okay, here's the one thing I would say. There's, well, two things. The first is practice how softly you can play this left hand. That would be thing number one. Thing number two, ooh, good question, Just Your Average Bob. I have a great answer for you. On the right hand, though, think about the top first. Know what your fingering is. So nail down your fingering first. That's probably step number one, Chopin enthusiast. Get your fingering down. Then what you need to do is you need to work on the top melody. Ya dee dee da 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 ba ba da 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 da. You can even sing it, right? Ya da 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 dum ba da 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 da. Then you add in the other note. Da 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 da. Then you add in the left hand really quiet. I hope that helps. That's what I would say. So in order, it's fingering in the right hand. Then it's left hand practice soft. Then it's bring out the top, sing the top. Make sure that's legato and lovely. And then it's adding in the other notes. Okay, just your average Bob. Let me answer this question, and then I want to play some more of these requests, and then I've got like 1 or 2 more songs in me, and then I need to go. Okay, so here's the deal about YouTube and about any social media thing. If you look, yes, I do stream every day. I try to at least. Again, my life's kind of busy and crazy right now, but this is working really well, so I keeping on doing it. But to answer your question, just your average Bob. Here's where everyone goes wrong. You look at Mr. Beast and you watch Mr. Beast talking about being successful, right? What he tells you is completely irrelevant for the most part to you or to me. And the reason why is I'm not even necessarily sure he even remembers how he got started. Now, can you learn good things from people who have 1 million, 2 million, 10 million followers? Yes, you can. But for the most part, you're going to run into this problem, which is if I, as Mr. Beast, make a video, I'm going to get a seed audience. I'm going to get people who already know who I am. And so we're talking business now. Yep. I wouldn't cheat with the pedal, Chopin enthusiast. If you were my student and I told you no piano last week, pedal last week, and you showed up playing pedal, I'd be pissed. So that's my 2 cents on that. Don't like Mr. Beast. He's not my favorite either, but I'm just using him as an example, a super popular person. People do this all the time. I used to do it all the time. Look at whoever's popular. Look at Adam Neely in the music space. Look at, I can't remember his name, but I think of him in my head. There's Davey504, right, in the music space. You cannot do what they're doing because they have very complicated hooks a lot of times. They have huge editing staff, and everything is drilled down to this messaging that works for their audience, and they have the seed audience to then feed the algorithm to make it fly. So what you actually need to do instead is think about how you can partner with YouTube, how you can partner with Facebook. So in my personal opinion, Chopin enthusiast, sorry, we'll pause on the business conversation for 1 more second, then go to music and then back to business. Do not practice with pedal until you know how to play the song, and then add the pedal. So I'd be very tempted in seeing you work on it with no pedal, then show them with it, and then go from there. So just an idea. Okay, back to this. We may be able to get to New Year's Day. I'm gonna not promise too much though, because I only got like 8 minutes on here. So I'm gonna do like Cars Outside and then probably a song of mine and then call it a day. The people who join your stream can finally say that they saw you grow. That's wonderful. And I appreciate you guys for being in because, again, in reality, we're a lot of ways on the ground floor. This channel is really only 2 years old of growth, by the way. Just 2 years. 2 years and it's 5K already. Yes, NW Frost. People cheat with their pedal. They cheat with their pedal. Do your fingers first, then add the pedal. Pedal is the spice. If you try to make a better analogy is frosting, right? You make a cake and then you just smother frosting all over to cover up the cake. Not a great way to make a cake. It's gonna be too sweet. It's not gonna taste very well. It's gonna look good on the outside, but that's it. Yeah, so real quick, just your average Bob. This is what I would say. Start partnering with Facebook and YouTube. What does YouTube want to send out to people? And go for the small wins. If you can get a short every day that gets 300 to 500 views and 1 subscriber, you're winning. You're totally winning. So, that's the idea. All right. Ooh, that sounds nice. Are there any tips or tricks to work on left and right hand coordination even when you're away from the keyboard? I don't know if I'd say away from the keyboard. You could work on rhythms for sure, like 2 against 3 or 3 against 4. Or even like polyrhythms, you could work on that away from the piano. I'm not necessarily sure there's a lot you would want to do away from the piano. Learn playing fugues on. Yeah, you can do a mental practice would work. So if you can imagine the piece you're playing, that would work. That would totally work. There's a really good study about people practicing their things away and it working to help build that. Let me see if I can play. Let me see if I can play this song. This is a song that I started writing a while ago. Sorry, I'm going to play a song I wrote and then we're going to call it a day. Yeah, sorry. There's a really famous study where they took Olympians and they had them practice their event just in their head, and then they took another group and they let them practice normal, and there was almost no difference after that period of time. So that really helps. All right, yeah, this is a chord progression. Here we go. This is a song I'm writing. I have not finished yet. The answer might be the same without. Try as hard as I could. I'm aware of the should. Should I change if I could without? What's the difference it makes if we all end up in chains? A friend that is never around isn't a friend at all. If I never pick up the phone, do I exist? Maybe that's the play. Played it in my head, worked out just fine. Am I always the one to call? Can it be you first? Rejection feels the worst. Pressure to get me just right. Never gets it right. Trying all of the time. A friend that is never around isn't a friend at all. When met with the silent approach, do I respond or just sulk in fear? Hurts to understand. What choice do I have? Do I have a choice? And then I don't know where I go from there, so I need to do more. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll need to keep working on that. If you guys like stuff like that, I got on Spotify, I've got 4 songs that I've released. last year. Is this Facebook song? It should be. Yes, Facebook theme song. Yes, coming to you soon. So yeah, I need to actually. This is yet another one of the many things that I'm trying to work on. You like the key changes? Yeah. Um, this is my nuanced writing style these days. I used to do like a lot of brash changes, and now it's all about how to subtly move from one key area to the other. So, thank you all so much for joining. So this channel is now on my hand. I qualified for monetization. Now it's all on YouTube's hands to actually approve me. So we'll get there. So big stuff in store. Like you guys literally, you know how people always do that where they're like, you're joining in on the ground level. Let's rocket ship up. Well, this is legitimately you're like at a perfect time to sort of cement a relationship as we cruise upward. So thank you all so much.